Hello, in this video we're going to learn how to issue a credit memo. So again, from our home screen, we're going to start at the home screen, and we're going to, if you notice in the customer section, there's a button called Refunds and Credits. We're going to click on that particular button. So basically a customer has either called us or shipped back to us some material that they received that they either no longer want or need, or perhaps it's damaged. Whatever the reason, we need to issue a credit so that they aren't paying for that material that they return to us. So we start with the customer or job number. So in this case we're going to choose JL Jewelers. They're going to return some material. We check and make sure that the date is okay. We see that over on the right, the customer information populates. We'll see that there was a recent invoice on the 4th. So why don't we go into the calendar and let's say it's a day later and they returned it on the 5th. Okay? The credit number appears. Again, credit memos are numbered, and the system will keep track of those numbers as we go. So we start by clicking over in the item number. When you click in there, the arrow drops down, and then we can choose the item that they're returning. This is the same inventory list that we saw when we created the invoice. So this particular customer is returning one D103. So we find D103, the half-carat diamond. They're returning one of them, so we put one in the quantity. The rate was $2,500. The HST that was initially charged on that invoice is applied, so the remaining credit is $2,825. We want to apply that particular credit to the invoice, so that when the customer is paying the invoice, the customer is not paying for the material that they returned. So there's a button at the top that says Use Credit to apply to invoice. We will click on that button, and then the invoice list appears. If this particular customer had a number of invoices pending, they would all be showing there, and then we would find the one. You see that our pointer turns to a check mark. We would find the invoice that we want to apply it to, and we would click into that to make sure that that proper invoice has been, or credit has been applied to the proper invoice. And we click Done. You'll also, before we do that, you'll also see that the total was $61.02, and we're applying a credit of $28.25. We click Done, and there's our credit memo now complete. Double check before you click Save and Close. Always double check, is your date correct? Is your customer name right? Are there boxes that you could fill in with information if you had them? And then click Save and Close. And that's all there is to issuing a credit memo.